Hey everybody, I'm back again with another playthrough of a game that no one's ever heard of and you can't buy anywhere. So let's play Pleasant Dreams, which would have been my first solitaire game that I ever purchased. It can be played two players, but I did that once and I didn't really like it. So Pleasant Dreams is a solitaire only game for me. And if you notice on the back here, if you can see that, the playtime is 5 to 10 minutes. Super quick. All right, so the idea in this game is you're playing this kid, and all you want to do is not wake up with a horrible nightmare during the night. And that is judged by this deck here. So you start at a wakefulness of 1, but however, if it ever gets to 5, you wake up screaming bloody murder. So, and if you go through the whole deck before and it never hits 5, then you're good and you win the game. That simple, right? You have a couple of dream powers, and there's actually a full deck of these, so you can either choose random or pick two. I picked the Dream Compass, which allows you to rearrange the fragments, and you'll see what that means in a minute. And the Barrier, which allows you to discard a card to avoid the effects of one of these cards if it has an equals or an X on it. And you'll see what that means too. These are one-time use, so you flip them when you're done. All right, that's simple. So what you do on your turn is you call out a number 1 through 5, and you lay the cards out in like reverse order so that the last one is the one you'll encounter first. So I know that I'm going to have a bear here. So we're going to call out 3 and go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got a doll and 2 bears. Okay, so the first one I have to encounter is the doll, which is, a super creepy doll here. That's, I don't know what's going on here, but it's a terrible, terrible piece of my dream. So I have to add 2 for that, because that's what the +2 is, and then the equal sign means I can discard it. Okay? Then the bear has a -1, and this little symbol here means I can either discard it or I can flip it and put it back in the center of the deck. Now, if I do that, it may have a good or bad effect on it later. I don't know. So we're going to play it safe with this bear, and he says, time for bed. Okay. And then the second bear has a -1, which puts me back to 1, which is pretty good. And I can also see the next card is a +1. But anyway, let's take a chance with this bear and flip him and see what happens. And he says, Dear Fluffyhead. So this is a card that is going to help me in the future, and I slide it back into the deck. They say about the center of the deck. Okay, so let's stick with the 3s and go 1, 2, 3. Okay, a couple of bad ones here. The Jack in the Box and the Nightlight, right? And the Nightlight is a candle that's gone out, and there's all kinds of creepy eyes in the background. So we'll take the -1 from the bear. And should we flip him? Yeah, let's flip him. Ooh, and he says, don't wind up dead. So this is a bad card that's going to hurt me in the future. The Jack in the Box is a +1, and the Nightlight is a +1. So we're still doing okay, and then these cards get discarded. Ooh, and that's going to hurt right there. So I might have to Barrier to avoid that one. So let's stick with 3. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so this bear is a -1. And I'm going to discard him. This bear is a -1. I'm going to discard this one too. And then this is a +2, but I really don't want this nasty looking music box to hit me because it's got a lot of snakes and scary stuff in it, I guess. So we're going to use our Barrier card to discard this one without it hurting me. Okay, so let's go big. Let's say 4 this time. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, some painful stuff here. So the mobile, as you can see, is like all kinds of eyeballs and chicken feet and bloody utensils or something. I don't know. So that gives us a +1. We get rid of that. This Harlequin, is super nasty. So we have to take that. So 1, 2. For the Harlequin. Alright, this bear is a -1. Let's flip him. Cool. positive effect for the future. Slide it in there. And this bears a -1, and we're not going to flip that one. Okay, so let's do 3 again. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh. All right. Here's the scary bear that we encountered earlier. He gives us a +1, and then that gets discarded. The bunny's a +2, which... Wait a minute. Oh, that's going to kill me then, isn't it? Oh, and there's nothing I can do because all these were positives. Yeah, so that gives me a +2. And then if we look at the under the bed card here, there's some tentacles and an eyeball underneath there. And that makes me wake up screaming. Well, that went horribly. And hey, that's how it goes sometimes. But in a 5-minute game or whatever it is, all you got to do is shuffle it up and try again. I never ended up using the Dream Compass, which would have allowed me to rearrange these. I don't think there was any advantage to that, any missed opportunity, but hey, that's the way it goes. All right, anyway, so that was Pleasant Dreams, and I woke up screaming from a horrible nightmare. Not so pleasant at all. All right, see you later, everybody.